What's going on, folks? I want to make this video just in case you have a Honda GCV 190 power washer and for some reason it's not starting. A lot of times the issue on these things is that the carburetor, the main jet inside your carburetor can get clogged up, and that was to happen, it won't start. But what you also could do, if you want to kind of check to make sure that you're getting spark to your spark plug, you could use like a spark plug tester to test that also to make sure that's working. I may make another video to show you that, but most likely that's probably working. But the number one issue a lot of times with these is that the carburetor on these get clogged up and you have to clean it. So I'm going to show you right now is how you would be removing that carburetor and going inside of it and cleaning it up so you can get it working again. Alright, the first thing you could do if you want to make sure that your spark plug wire and stuff is working, what you can do is just kind of remove your spark plug wire. You could take a spark plug tester, which what this is, right? You can get it like Home Depot, AutoZone, wherever most time. You want to take the end of it and plug it onto your spark plug, just like that. Hold on, I'll get it back up for you. Just like that. You want to take one of the ends, plug it on there, just like that pretty much. Then you want to take the other end of it and you want to plug it onto your spark plug wire, just like that. And once you have it like that, you want to go ahead and turn your pressure washer to the on position, and you want to go ahead and pull it as if you were trying to start it. What you should see is little light inside of there if your spark plug wire is working correctly. So if you can see up close, I can see the little light coming right here. So what that's going to tell you is, I can see the light, you may not be able to see it, but it's actually lighting up inside of it. So what that's going to tell you is that your spark plug wire is working correctly. So just for a quick test, in case you want to be sure that you're getting fire to it or getting spark to it, you can test it with a wire. So after that, pretty much, you go ahead and take this back off. We know that the spark plug wire is working. As well as if you want to change your spark plug, it's pretty simple. Just take you a spark plug puller and take it out and change it out. But we know that's good. So now what we're going to be doing is removing this stuff over here so we can get to our carburetor to test that. You also may be able to get to what may be clogged up right here without taking off the whole thing. I'm going to show you right now how you would do that. What you might want to do also is empty out the gas inside of it in case there's some gas inside of it. So what you want to do is come with like a size 10. You may want to get you a bowl or something like that, or a cup, because there'll probably be some gas that's going to run out of it. When you take off this screw right here, I'm trying to catch it. So I got it tilted. So I got that out. So what I'm gonna do now is just kind of set it up because I want to empty out. See, this piece right here is actually coming off. See right there, that's coming off right there. So now what you're looking at is actually inside of your carburetor. And what you're looking for is the jet that can be inside of it that can get clogged up. And if that gets clogged up, it's going to stop you from being able to get the gas to inside of your motor. Alright, what we're going to be doing now is go ahead and remove the carburetor. First thing you want to do is go ahead and pop off this plastic piece, which is where your air filter's at. Then if you look here, you'll have like two screws. You'll have two screws. They should be a size 10 that you could use to take these off. So you just want to kind of take off these two. There's going to be some gaskets that's going to come off also. So just kind of keep track of those gaskets so you know where to put them back on at. You'll have a couple pipes behind it you're going to have to pull off. Normally just have like little clamps on them. Let's see, when I take these screws, actually go all the way through your carburetor. So when you take these off, like I said, there's going to be some gaskets should be like 2 gaskets that's going to kind of fall off. Well, the back one, see, there's one right there that fell off. That's going all in the back. I'll show you that when I'm putting it back on. Then you'll have another gasket, and also you'll have a pipe that's connected. Okay, see, now there's another gasket right here. So you want to keep that gasket. You can just kind of keep it in place right there. Just keep it on the back right there. So there is a gasket. If not, you'll stick a little hole right here. You'll know where it goes at, because it's going to line up with a little hole on your carburetor, which is what this is right here. And once you get this off, the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and disconnect your gas line going to your carburetor. And by doing it, you do it just like a little squeeze clamp right here. Take you a pair of pliers or something like that and disconnect that. Make sure that your gas also is turned off. That way you won't have gas coming out. But you may have a little bit when you kind of wiggle this off right here. Just want to kind of wiggle that, and that should come loose like that. You may have a little gas come out of it. Then what you'll see is it's still connected by these pieces right here, these metal lines. So what you want to do for these is just kind of, you look a little hook, just kind of turn it like that, turn it up, and they'll come off. You have a little bitty one right here that you're going to want to just kind of take out that little hole. But I would recommend you do before you even disconnect your carburetor is to go ahead and take a picture of the way that it's hooked up on it. That way you remember when you're going back. When you're putting it back in, that little tiny hole is you're going to put this little bitty line at. And then the one right here is where you're going to put this one at. And then this one over here, actually this one goes in the first hole right here, the bigger hole. Kind of go like that and see how it's kind of turn it like that, and it's back in there. So once you have this off right here, that's your carburetor right here. So for whatever reason, if you need to get another one, this is what they're going to look like. So what we're going to be looking at is down in the bottom of it, down here now. Just by taking off that screw, like I said, it takes a size 10. And once you do that, you'll be able to pull this whole piece off right there. Then what you're going to be looking down for is these jets to make sure that you see all the way down inside of there, that is where your jet comes through at. So what you want to do is make sure that's not clogged up, because it should be able to allow for your gas to get up into the main part of your, because you look all the way inside, you see that little piece sticking in there? I don't know if you can see it, but that starts down there and it goes all the way up into there. So if that gets clogged, you're not going to get no gas in there. So what we could use is, all right, so once you get your carburetor out of here, what you're trying to get to is a little piece that's inside of here to make sure that it's clean. A lot of times you could take like a flathead screwdriver and just unscrew it from out of it. And once you do that, a lot of times you may have to bang on it some to get it, like, to see that little piece right there came out. And you should be able to see through that to make sure that's not clogged up. And also, there's the other piece right here that should come out. And if you look at this right here, it has little tiny holes inside of it. And if those little holes get clogged up, it's also going to stop the gas from getting to the your compressors, rather your power washer's motor. So you want to make sure you clean this off real good, make sure it's nice and clean. You may want to take like some compressed air or something like that and blow it through it, just to be sure that it's nice and clean. Then once you've done that, what you want to do is you want to take it, see it's like two different sizes. Like this has a bigger side on it versus the bottom down here. You want to take that bigger end first. Once you get it nice and clean, you want to stick something through it too. You may want to take like a needle or something that you got to stick it all the way through, just to make sure. I'll show you. I'm just using like this little thing right here just to stick through. See that? To make sure that it's going all the way through like that and there's nothing clogging it up. Yeah, I can see right here it has like some green stuff on the back of it. So like I see that stuff coming out of it. So I'm going to clean this real good. Like I said, if you got some compressed air or something like that, you might want to try to blow some through it. But you definitely want to make sure that you get that clean, as well as those little holes right there. You want to make sure, if you have compressed air, what you could do is hold one side of it and take the other end and blow the air in to make sure the air is coming out. If you don't have that, what you can do is take it, hold it, put something maybe over your mouth and blow into it and make sure you feel air coming out those little holes right there. But like I said, once you've done that, Then all you gotta do is you want to take the long end and stick it all the way back up inside of it. You meant to take like a screwdriver or something like that to completely get it up inside of it. And once you got that piece in there, then you're going to take this other piece right here. You'll see the part on it where it looks like that you screwed it out, and you want to put that part facing outwards so you can screw this piece back in here. Then you want to go ahead and do the reverse process and go ahead and put everything back together again, and hopefully it'll work out. Alright, so once you put that little piece back in the screw part, make sure it's all the way down. You should be able to look inside of it and see the end of it sticking up in the middle of it pretty much. Make sure that's all the way in the way it should be. And kind of move this right here to look inside of her. I can see it down inside of her. I don't know if you can see it or not. You see the gold piece sticking up. And once you do that, you want to go ahead and take the bottom of it. Make sure everything looks nice and clean. Just want to go ahead and take the cap, cover that back up. Then you just want to go ahead and take your screw, your 10, and put that back on there like that. And once you got that nice and tight now what you should be ready to do is go ahead and reinstall it. So you're reinstalling it. What you want to do first, you don't want to worry about trying to, if you see right here, you don't want to worry about trying to put this pipe onto the back of here yet. When you're getting it back in, it'll be kind of difficult. So what you want to do is kind of put this gasket right here, keep that gasket on there, just like that. And then you want to take this back gasket right here, and you kind of want to put the back gasket. See, when you're looking at your thing, the orientation is going to be the black piece right here is going to go out towards you, and this goes in the inside. This piece right here, you want to stick it back here pretty much like that. Pretty much you kind of want to line it up with these pieces back here. Kind of want to line it up. You kind of want to hold it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece right here with this gasket already on it, and you want to also, before you do this, you want to go ahead and reconnect your lines to it. And to do that, I'll show you real quick. All you got to do, like I said, is you want to take the line, kind of turn your carburetor up like this. It'll slide in and go down like that. So you want to do both of them that way. Like it's, hopefully you took a picture of it, that way you'll know exactly. Little tiny hole, this little piece right here goes inside of there. And this piece right here is going to go inside this one right here. So once you get that on, get your, like I said, this gasket right here goes back in the back there. You'll see that little hole right here. You just want to line it up with this little piece right here. It's kind of line that up with that. And just like that, when you're putting it on there, just kind of want to orientate it like that. So when it's on there, it should be like that, with this flat piece right here facing toward the back. Like I said, just look at yours when you take it off so you know exactly how to get it back on. And once you do that, you're just going to want to reconnect your field line right here, and then this black piece right here is going to connect into this part right here on the outside, on your air intake. Basically your air intake right here is where you the housing for your air intake is where you connect this hose in right here. You can normally get that hose back on after you have everything going there, so don't worry about trying to do it first. Alright, once again, this is how you would be cleaning out a carburetor on a pressure washer, a GCV 190. A lot of times the problem with these things are those little pieces we just cleaned out can get clogged up. When that happens, you won't be able to get gas inside of your motor. Alright, please check out our other helpful videos. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.